Christianity, in its purest form, is often misunderstood. Many believe it's enough to simply claim the name Christian. They assume outward appearances and religious practices guarantee a place in God's kingdom. This, however, is a dangerous delusion. Jesus himself warned against it. In Matthew, July 21st, 23, he unveils the truth about the path to heaven, a path far narrower than many realize. This passage isn't just a historical anecdote. It's a timeless message, relevant for every generation, including ours today. It challenges us to examine our hearts and question our understanding of true Christianity. Are we truly followers of Christ or merely comfortable with the label? This passage compels us to confront this vital question. Are we truly doing the will of the Father or just going through the motions? Jesus delivers a stark warning in Matthew 7:21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. These words shatter the illusion that mere profession guarantees salvation. It's not about empty words or outward displays of faith. It's about genuine transformation. Jesus makes it abundantly clear. Genuine faith is about action. It's about aligning our lives with his teachings. It's about striving to live a life marked by holiness and obedience. This is the true measure of discipleship. Who was Jesus addressing? He spoke to the crowds, his disciples, and even the religious leaders of his time. His message transcends time and culture. It speaks to everyone who claims the name of Christ, regardless of background or denomination. This warning resonates with even greater urgency in today's world. We live in a culture saturated with superficial expressions of faith. Jesus' words serve as a poignant reminder that true Christianity demands more than empty words or outward appearances. Jesus emphasizes the danger of empty words in Matthew, July 22nd, 23. He speaks of those who prophesy, cast out demons, and perform miracles in his name, yet are ultimately rejected. Why? Because their hearts are far from him. Their actions, though seemingly impressive, lack the foundation of a genuine relationship with God. Their faith is devoid of love, humility, and obedience. This is a sobering reminder that genuine faith goes beyond outward displays. It's about the condition of our hearts. In section 5, we delve into true discipleship bearing good fruit. Jesus compares true disciples to trees that bear good fruit, as noted in Matthew, July 17th, 20. Good fruit represents the outward evidence of inward transformation. It's about reflecting Christ's character in our daily lives. This includes acts of love, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, and justice. Importantly, these fruits are not self-generated. They are the natural outpouring of a heart surrendered to God. Moving to section 6, we discuss the standard holiness and obedience. The criteria for entering God's kingdom are clear: holiness and obedience. Hebrews 12:14 instructs us to strive for peace with everyone and for the holiness without which no one will see the Lord. This echoes Jesus' message in Matthew 5:8, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Holiness isn't an option, it's a requirement. It's about turning away from sin and pursuing righteousness. It's about allowing God to transform us from the inside out. In section 7, titled "The Deceived Self-Proclaimed Followers," Jesus presents a stark warning. He speaks of those who claim to know him but live in disobedience, as detailed in Matthew 7:23. These individuals might experience emotional highs or engage in religious activities, yet their lives lack the transformative power of true surrender. They are self-deceived, relying on their own understanding of righteousness, failing to grasp the depth of their sin and the necessity of God's grace. Their faith remains superficial, focused more on outward appearances than on inward transformation. Moving to section 8, the reality check, judgment based on works, the passage offers a stark reality check. Judgment Day will reveal the true condition of our hearts, and it won't be based merely on our words or religious affiliations, but on the evidence of our lives. As James 2:26 clearly states, "For as the body apart from the spirit is dead, so also faith apart from works is dead. Our actions, motivated by faith, serve as tangible proof of our relationship with God. In Section 9, the urgency, a call to self-examination, Matthew, July 21st, 23, urges us to move beyond complacency and examine the authenticity of our faith. Are we truly living as citizens of God's kingdom, or are we clinging to a superficial understanding of Christianity? This passage isn't meant to discourage, but to awaken us. It reminds us that the path to heaven is narrow, requiring intentionality and commitment. It's a journey of continual surrender and transformation. Finally, in Section 10, the true path, living a life worthy of His calling, we learn that the true path to heaven is paved with humility, obedience, and a deep love for God. It's about surrendering our lives to Christ and allowing Him to transform us from the inside out. It's about reflecting His character in our thoughts, words, and actions. This isn't a passive belief system. It's an active pursuit of righteousness, fueled by God's grace. Let us heed Jesus' warning, examine our hearts, and dedicate ourselves to living lives worthy of His calling. Let us strive to bear good fruit, demonstrating the transformative power of a genuine faith in action.